welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new 2021 Infinity Saga Iron Man Monger Mayhem set. Now, to be quite honest, this has probably been my most anticipated set of the entire Infinity Saga wave. I think that this set looks absolutely amazing. Now, some people might have some problems with the set because it's not scale accurate. As you can see in the film, he's kind of, I would say, maybe around here. He's a little bit taller, but I can understand why they want to make him bigger, because I don't think anyone would really buy a set. It would be more like a battle pack, really, where you just got like a bunch of these small Ironmonger builds, and I don't think it would be that great. But I think now that they scaled it up a bit, that they can add a lot more detail. And you can see here with some of the stickers that they do have quite a bit of detail, but we will get onto that in a minute. So, this set released in June of 2021, part of the Infinity Saga lineup, and we will plop the box here, and you can see it is set 76190 Iron Man Monger Mayhem, and we will move out the actual Ironmonger build. We'll plop him down, get rid of the minifigs, and plop the box in here. So you can see it a bit better now, and you can see it has the Avengers sign on the bottom, and if I flip it up, you can see there it has Thanos and the Ironmonger, and really great box art. I really like all the box art for the sets in this wave, and you can see here it's very good looking box art, and over the top the Infinity Saga. I'm definitely going to get more Infinity Saga sets, maybe in August for my birthday, hopefully, so stay tuned for that. And then you can see up there in the top right, it's kind of a parallel with the Thanos on the front, where it's Lego Thanos, the new one from 2021. And you can see here they have the scene where Iron Man flies up, and the Ironmonger gets really like frosted and he comes crashing down. And then down the bottom there you can see some of the little play functions, where you can see he has the little minigun on the side of his arm. And one of the best things about this, I can't really show it to you now, I'm very sorry, it's just my room is very bright, but you can see on the box, if I zoom it in there, you can see that the arc reactor is glowing there. And that's actually because this arc reactor is actually glow in the dark, so you can kind of see there, kind of a little darker. It's not too great with just my hand over, but it kind of illuminates even there with all the light on it. So it does actually glow in the dark like a bright green, which is really good, and that is a sticker. I would have probably preferred if it was a print, but it's fine. So we'll move the box out of the way, and we'll get into the Ironmonger build. Now you can see here, he's got a great built legs, and they're quite sturdy. The one thing I would say is his kind of chest area, or like stomach, where his stomach would be, is kind of weak. So if you have to kind of lean him back almost like this to have him stand up, because if you have his head kind of like down like this, he kind of falls forward. So I wish they had made something stronger in the middle, like maybe used ball joints instead of these. They're kind of like these Technic things where like you move them like this. They're okay, but ball joints are just kind of better as they give you more articulation. But you can see here it is very well built, and there is a lot of detail, and it's all in this kind of gunmetal grey, which looks absolutely amazing. And this definitely does look like the Ironmonger from the film. You can see he's kind of got this slim kind of frame. If I take off these shoulder pads, see there, it's kind of like a slim frame, so they have to kind of bulk around that to kind of make him really big and strong. So you can kind of see here that he's got some great builds. It's kind of like a quite complex build. Well, not really complex, but it's good. All the little building techniques is what I mean to say. And you can see here on the sides, he has this minigun which can shoot by pulling this knob on the back. You twist that around, and then on this side it's got like a flick fire missile thing where you flick that, and then all these three studs come out. And it actually does come with a box back here with a keypad, and then if you open up the box you have ammo to like reload the weapons on him, so you get enough ammo so that you can do it twice without losing them all, obviously. And one of the best things I like about this set, like I said before, is the gunmetal grey colour scheme. I think it looks great and it really makes it stand out. I think it's got a really good, and like I said before, it looks a lot like the one in the film. Then if I turn around here, he has an absolutely amazing like back build here. So you can see here, he's got these kind of pipes. And then if you move his arm, the pipes actually move with him, and it has after falling off and completely ruined my point about these being good, but they are still pretty cool. So you move him around obviously, and then the little pipe there moves around with them, which is really cool, and I have not seen that before in a Lego set. And obviously it's mirrored on the side. Most of these mech builds kind of get repetitive, so if you're one of those guys that doesn't like repetitive builds, probably not the best set, as it is quite a small set. So it isn't too bad. Like the legs are exactly the same. The arms are the same for the most part, except for these weapons on the side. So if you don't really like repetitive builds, you probably know that already, that you're not going to get a mech, because lots of mechs are just build this arm and then build that arm and then the leg and the leg. But you can see up on top, he has this great molded piece. It's like a face. And this is not a sticker, it's a print, which is really cool. So you can see here, if I open it up, it's just got this. It's just kind of built like this, where it can all just like fold like this and sit right on top of the torso. So you pull him out and he's got this little grey, or not grey, brown seat, excuse me, and a little control panel. And then if you want, you grab your Obadiah Stane minifigure. And you can see here, he doesn't fit too well if you have him standing up, but what I usually do is I stand him up in it like that, and then I lean him back so his head is kind of against the chair. And then you can see there that now it all fits into place like this, because if you stand him up like fully, like this, you can see there that it doesn't fully sit down, so you do have to lean him back like that so that he fully fits in, which, you know, it's not too bad. It's a fairly simple build. You really be expecting a lot of, you know, like huge really detailed things in a €40 set. Actually, I forgot to mention that this set retails for €40 and dollars. But you can see he's got this great detail for a €40 set. And I love all the new piece usage. And you can see here he has these gold bars in gunmetal grey, which is really good. He's on this little stand that you can kind of twist around like this to kind of move him around. Like on the box, you have him there like this, trying to grab Iron Man. So yeah, that's basically everything about the Ironmonger. It's a great build, I think. Maybe one or two choices here and there might have made it a little better, but for me, I think it's a perfect set, especially for smaller children. I think like perfect age range for this set is the like 9 to, or like maybe even like 8 to 11, 12, because it's just a really great build, and it's sturdy enough. Like this thing is not gonna like break or fall off. You can see with all these strong pieces in there. You know, it's not really gonna break off. The one thing that might break are like the fingers, which, let me say, is a great build for these fingers. I love the way they made them. It has a little blaster in it as well. But yeah, I would think this set is like perfect. I think it's going to be a really big Christmas gift this year, because it is a great set. So we'll move on to the figures, move the Ironmonger out of the way, and we will grab our first minifigure, Pepper Potts. You can see her here. She's got Hermione's hairpiece. She has this usual, you know, her kind of ginger hair. So we'll pop her up on the stand and actually pull her down a little bit. So now you can see her a little bit better. Now, she has this black suit, which isn't really, really isn't really accurate to the scene, because she's kind of in this dress. She's not really in a suit like this, but it's okay. No printed legs, but that's usual for most of the figures in this wave. She has just this ponytail, which is, it's alright, and she uses Hermione's hairpiece. If I turn her around, she has a smiley face and then kind of an angry face, like that. So there's not really too much to this figure. Definitely the weakest of the set. It's nothing too special. So we will take her off and we will put on Obadiah Stane. Now, this figure might look fairly simple, just a printed face piece and a blue suit, but I actually love this figure really a lot. I did not expect to like this figure as much as I do, but I think this is great. He's got this really nice blue color scheme, which you can see there. With it's like it's actually nothing too special, to be honest, but it's really his face print, which is exclusive. And they did a great job trying to encapsulate the look of Jeff Bridges, we'll say. There, I'm using big fancy words, but you can see here, if I try and focus the camera, hopefully it will if I push him back a little bit. There you go. Now you can see it there better. He's got this great design on his face and this blue suit, like I've said already. So yeah, overall this figure is great, and I did not expect to love it as much as I did. Now, the standout figure of the set is, of course, the Mark III. Now, where do I begin on this figure? It is absolutely amazing. I love this figure so much, and it's great that we're getting the Mark III in Lego. You can see it's so detailed with all, it even got toe printing, and then leg printing, and then hip printing, and then torso printed. The only thing that will make this figure even better than it already is a bit of arm printing. But look, when you have such detailed print like this, you can't really complain. Arm printing would be a nice bonus. And you can see here on top of the helmet, they actually give it a tiny bit of print. It has these bolts here for like the screws in the helmet, and they have returned to the old style helmet where you can flick up the head and you can see Tony Stark's face in it, which I'd like the design of the one from 2020. I thought it was cool looking, but this figure, or I'm sorry, this helmet piece just is supreme. It's just so much better. You can see there, it's this two-piece one, and it's very easy. So if you're a kid and you break it off like that, you know, it's no big deal, as it just kind of slots right back in there. You can see you just turn around, and like I said earlier, it's just an amazingly printed figure. So you'll take him off, and the Tony Stark, he actually does come with a hair piece. So see there, if I put it on, actually I'll turn him around to his actual face, and there. He just comes with this, I think it's like Superman's hair piece from 2016, and then he does come with these Power Blast pieces, which are really cool. You can see here, got the Power Blast, and then he comes with actually 3 like blasts which you can have pull out of his hands. Here's another one, and the third one. I really like getting in the new sets all these Power Blast pieces because they're great for stop motions, especially for the likes of an Iron Man or a Spider-Man. So that was been my review of this set. If you did enjoy it, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel, as it would help me out a lot. So yeah, and leave a comment below. Hopefully comments are not disabled. Like I said in my last video, if comments are disabled, I am very sorry. It's just YouTube keeps disabling them. So hopefully you enjoyed this review. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to leave a like, subscribe and a comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.